I'd like to welcome everyone to the Clear Lake Area Chamber of Commerce 2020 Annual Meeting and Awards Presentation. My name is Dan Nichols. I'm an employee of CLTEL, and I actually served as this year's, or the 2020 Chairman of the Board. So on behalf of the Board of Directors, thank you for joining us today, whether you're here in person or joining us via remotely. We're very happy you're here. So please help me welcome the dignitaries joining us today. Please stand as I read your name. The Honorable Clear Lake Mayor Nelson Crabb. City Council members Mark Ebling and Bennett Smith. And recently retired House Representative and former Speaker of the House, Linda Upmeyer. So thank you. Thank you for joining us. We also need to thank the Chamber team, the First Mates, of course the Surf Ballroom, and KMB Emporium for making this event possible. Please. And finally, isn't live music at the Surf a welcome? So let's give the Mockingbirds a great round of applause for that. At this time, I'd like to call the 2020 Annual Meeting and Awards Presentation to order. Before I share my thoughts, here are a few highlights from 2020.
Of course, when someone searches for your business on Google, you want it to show up, and you also want it to show accurate information.
The corridor called the Small Business Recovery and Continuity Fund. We obviously see all of the things happening at the state and federal levels.
Buying Clear Lake is a program where we are offering $30 gift cards to local businesses for $20. $30 gift cards to local businesses for $20, and that is made possible through some very generous sponsors.
Tourism will be a necessary and prominent component when we return to our everyday life and must be supported and protected at all costs right here in Clear Lake, Iowa, as well as in the state and nation. And so May 3rd through 9th has been declared National Travel and Tourism Week. With the heaviest of hearts that we, the City of Clear Lake Area Chamber of Commerce, and 4th of July Committee in partnership with Saragordo Public Health have made the difficult decision to cancel the July 4th celebration events scheduled for July 1st through 5th of 2020.
Construction and Accord Architecture would like to say thank you for your commitment and dedication to our students in the Clear Lake School District, and we want to wish you a safe and happy school year and best of luck.
Welcome back, Clear Lake teachers from MBT Bank. Have a good year.
Hi, this is from Clear Lake McDonald's. We just wanted to thank you for all your hard work and efforts this year. Have a great year.
So just a few of my final remarks. I'd like to say I'm grateful to have been the chair for this year. At the beginning of 2020, I stood before you, actually I think I did it via video, and told you all that we would have the same great events and programming you enjoyed in 2019. Unfortunately, I lied. And even through the year, and even though the year was completely turned on its head, the Chamber team found ways to support us, keep us informed, connected, and even entertained. In case you missed it on the video, the Buy In Clear Lake gift card campaign was born out of a simple conversation between Stacy and Austin Peel of Atura. They were just trying to think of different ways to support shuttered businesses here in town. That program pumped over $67,000 into our local economy. Hundreds of sponsors stepped forward to make that possible, including many of you. So thank you very much. I'd also like to thank you for your overwhelming support of the board's All In Clear Lake campaign. When mass gathering restrictions went into effect, we had no idea how long or how impactful those restrictions would be to the Chamber. Your generosity allowed the Chamber to continue support its members without interruption. And while 2020 brought us a lot of challenges, it also brought us a lot of opportunities. The opportunity to recommit to supporting our friends and neighbors' businesses, shopping, dining, and supporting local as much as we possibly could. The opportunity to build stronger regional relationships that will propel North Iowa forward in the long run. And the opportunity to remember why we chose to live and work here. And while the pandemic isn't completely behind us, I have every confidence that we will recover and build a better North Iowa. So I just wanted to finally say thank you to the Board of Directors for their commitment this year, the Chamber team for their tireless efforts and dedication, and all who have made my year as chair of the board one to remember. Thank you. So at this time, I'd like to introduce your new Clear Lake Area Chamber of Commerce 2021 Board Chair, Natalie Plague of Clear Lake Bank and Trust.
All right, thank you, Dan. Before you go, I want to take a moment to recognize your service as the board chair. Dan has been an exceptional leader in the middle of one of the most challenging years as the chamber has faced. He was a reliable source of support and encouragement to the chamber team, calling regularly to check in, offer kind words, and offer assistance. It has been a great getting to know you, and I look forward to working alongside you again this year. Dan, thanks for your service. Move this up so I'm not looking quite this far down. All right, I'm looking forward to 2021 and working with the board and chamber team to build on the many accomplishments. As we look ahead, the chamber will remain committed to connecting members with information and resources they need to recover from the pandemic. We'll also continue to champion the shop, dine, and support local messaging, building on the foundation laid in 2020. With the website refresh in process, Clear Lake will soon be showcased in a fresh and inviting way. The new site will help visitors find the travel information they need and chamber members better showcase their businesses. In regards to events, 2021 is going to be a year of cautious optimism. We're optimistic we can move forward, planning our signature events while being cautious to have the right safety measures in place. We know we may have to pivot again, but the team proved they are able to roll with the punches all of 2020. Again, I'm looking forward to a great year as a chair. Stacy wrote applause on my paper, so I thought I'd start. Okay, at this time I'd like to recognize our retiring board members. Please come to the front when I say your name. Jay LaFever, First Gabrielson Agency. And while Jay's coming up, we also have Kelly Mason, who could not be with us today, of Lake Lifestyle. And Diana Simmons, McQuaid Agency. In 2020, Diana serves as past chair of the board. Thank you, Diana, for your leadership and contribution to the chamber. Next, I'd like to introduce your 2021 board officers and directors. Please stand as I say your name and remain standing. First, the officers. Past chair, Dan Nichols, CLTEL. Treasurer, Sarah Nielsen, First Citizens Bank. Vice Chair, Tourism, Deb Cash, Farmer State Bank. Vice Chair, Government Relations, Mark Dodd, One Vision. Chair-elect, Carrie Tisdall, American Solutions for Business.
No.
All right, and your 2020 Board of Directors, Chelsea Anderson, Dean Snyder Construction, Erin Donaldson, Lake Theater, Denny Sue Erickson, Ward Van Slyke, Colonial Chapel, Michael Knorr, Accord Architecture, a subsidiary of Hinkle Construction, Christy Miles, Pritchard's Lake Chevrolet, Sam Oman McKesson, Kevin Paul, Clear Lake Bait and Tackle, Kent Tho, MBT Bank, and finally our two new board members, Amanda Caston, Kingland, and Carrie Shannon, Hall Realty. Thank you. Thank you all for your service to the chamber. Now I'll hand over the program to Stacy Dawn, President and CEO.
Thanks so much for being here. This is the first event in the National Historic Landmark, the Surf Ballroom. So how about congratulations to the Surf Ballroom? It's a great accomplishment, great for the community. So when I stood before you guys last year, I was 7 months into my tenure as chamber executive here. And just about a month later, the world fell apart. So as you can imagine, global pandemic really makes you reconsider your career choices. I'm kidding. Let me just say that I couldn't be more proud to be a Clear Laker after this year, and I'm very grateful to be serving Clear Lake and this chamber membership. Were there some rough days and tough decisions last year? Yeah, there definitely were. There were some rough days, but as I said in the quarterly coffee in December, there were also a lot of silver linings, a lot of things to be grateful for. Looking back at last year, immediately we saw our community unite, buying local, shopping local, remembering local, thinking local first, posting pictures of what they ordered for supper on Clear Lakers, hanging hearts in their windows so kids could drive around and find hearts in their windows. Scheduling teacher trains and birthday trains and truly embracing what became our COVID mantra, that together we rise. We also saw businesses rise to the occasion, thinking outside of the box, whether it was delivery or curbside pickup. We had an emergency beer hotline in Clear Lake, and we're probably the only town in the entire country to have a cookie ATM. So businesses really came together and thought about how they could serve their customers. We also were lucky to have the technology that we have to stay connected. And I can say that some of the partnerships that we've been able to build throughout the last year will definitely serve North Iowa well into the future. I'd like to give a sincere thanks to the executive committee. The finance committee, we had re-budgeting meetings every month. It was really exciting. Board of Directors, thank you for your unwavering support this year. First Mates, you guys served differently this year, but you still stepped forward whenever we needed your help. Vision North Iowa Partners, again, those partnerships are stronger than ever and going to serve our community much better going forward, as well as all of you, our chamber members. Again, we're grateful to be serving you. And to the city, thank you for your unwavering support this last year as well. It's truly appreciated. At this time, I want to recognize my talented team, Libby, Rachel, Gail, and Trish. Together we planned and canceled and rethought all of our events. This team worked together to serve you guys and tried to think of ways outside of the box to keep our community engaged. So I'm proud of all that you were able to accomplish. Thank you very much for all that you do. Last year, Libby celebrated 10 years with the chamber. And Trish celebrated 25. We joked, who would have thought Trish's 25th year at the chamber as the events director would be spent canceling events. It's fine, right? It's fine, everything's fine. I'd also like to offer a special recognition to Gail Robinson. So Gail has been an employee of the chamber since 2007, and she was a volunteer long before that, but in October, Gail officially retired from the chamber. So Gail, thank you for all of your service to the chamber. I'm sure we'll still be able to reel you in as a volunteer every now and again, but we do have something for you for your service to the chamber.
Yes.
So Dan highlighted some of our accomplishments from 2020, and Natalie gave you a preview of 2021. Again, we are cautiously optimistic that we can start to get back to some semblance of a normal life. If you look around on your tables, we have little picture holders, and those represent the 55 new members that we were able to add this year in the midst of a pandemic, which is the most new members I was able to find in a year, looking back through all of our records. So that's an accomplishment in and of itself. So here's to 2021. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and invite Jennifer Pinsky up, and we're going to move into the awards portion of our presentation.
Hello everybody, I am Jennifer Pinsky. I work at One Vision here in town. I served as the co-chair of the First Mates this year alongside Jamie Althoff for 2020. The First Mates exists to be ambassadors of the Clear Lake Chamber. We help with the ribbon cuttings, which were not very many this year, but we tried. The customer service awards, our business after hours, which again we haven't had to have, and the Chamber's first line of defense in helping find volunteers. So this year was a little bit different for our First Mates. But every year the First Mates vote to select a First Mate of the Year, and the winner is an individual who demonstrates significant contributions to the Clear Lake Area Chamber of Commerce during the preceding year, both in attendance and in engagement. This year's nominees were Zarin Agastal, Denny Sue Erickson, Christy Miles, Carrie Tisdall, and Ashley Upmeyer. And let's watch this video to find out who the winner is.
She is a person that someone loves to have on their committee because they know that she's going to show up, and if she tells them she's going to do something, she's going to take every avenue that she can to find the right people to fill both positions and get the job done.
She is someone who genuinely loves Clear Lake. She's sincere, she's hardworking, she's dependable and loyal, and she's very fun to work with as well.
She has so much energy, and she brings that to the table. She always shows up, and she always finds other people that aren't even interested in what she's doing, but she'll say, come help, have you ever done this? And they'll say, oh, I don't know if I'd be very good at that. I've never run the bingo tent, I don't know. She'll be like, it'll be fun, and it is fun.
Her passion for Clear Lake is evident. When volunteers are needed, she's honestly always one of the first to raise her hand.
So with that, Denny Sue, please come forward.
Congratulations, Denny Sue, and thank you for all you do for Clear Lake and the Chamber. Last month, we opened the nominations for Education Partner of the Year, North Iowa Service Award, Larry Luker Volunteer of the Year Award, and Business of the Year. Thank you for taking the time to submit the many worthy nominations. The Executive Committee reviewed the nominations and we're excited to announce the winners. I have the honor of presenting this year's North Iowa Service Award. This award recognizes an individual dedicated to promoting and improving the living, business, industrial, and economic conditions of North Iowa without regard for intention of personal gain. I don't think I said that right. So let's hear about this year's winner.
She's not one that just stays in her office or runs for office and gets it, and then you never hear from her after that. She is just a wonderful, wonderful person as well as a legislator.
I think her willingness to come, to visit, to live here, to be a part of the community. I think that's really important. As a legislator, that's really important to know the ins and outs of a community. When you live here, that even makes it a larger impact.
She's a great person. You know, I've seen her at many, many activities, and she attends practically every activity that we have going in the lake, you know, from being a part of the 4th of July parade. And that's a lot. I've spent a lot of time with her there because our cars are fairly close before the parade gets started. And, you know, you can talk to Linda about anything. Just because she was Speaker of the House, just because she was, I think somebody mentioned that she has, 9 terms as a representative from this area. And just recently, she has become the co-chair of the Republican Party. That just happened, I believe, last week in the state of Iowa. So she's still working at it, which means she is well respected by everybody, not just in Clear Lake and the North Iowa area, but statewide as well.
I wish Linda the very best, and I'm really happy for her to receive this award.
At this time, I'd like to welcome Linda up to accept the North Iowa Student Award.
I want to make sure it was okay to say a word. This is such an honor and such a surprise. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This has been, you know, you think back over 18 years, this has been certainly the honor of a lifetime to be able to represent you, to represent North Iowa. And the districts and the lines change a little bit every decade, but early on, you were the ones that advocated to me immediately that the lake needed work. We needed to make some changes to the way we dredged lakes and made those investments. We did that. Together we did that. And it was the chamber at the heart of it. Do you remember Dave Collins? You guys made the buttons, right? You put glitter on mine because it was fun to wear. You came down to the State House. Every single person had those on their desk. You worked with me to make sure that all these things actually happened, and we were successful way sooner, frankly, than I ever thought we'd be able to do it, but we did that together. And over the last 18 years, I mean, and I look around the room and all the partners, I mean, the time we spent working on one vision and all the issues surrounding the changes in the communities and broadband and all kinds of things that have happened in North Iowa. It's been my honor to be part of it. I know I haven't probably delivered every single thing you hope for, but you got a new legislator that we'll give Shannon something to do, and we'll work together with her too and make sure that she has some things. So thank you so much for all you've done, the chamber specifically, because you guys were great partners. You guys were drafted to help me, maybe even sometimes when you didn't want to help me. God bless you. Thank you for doing it. And Denny, congratulations, because you've been ever a volunteer for me, and thank you all so much.
Well, I'm Sarah Nielsen of First Citizens Bank, and this year's board treasurer. Our next award is the Larry Luker Volunteer of the Year Award. This award recognizes an individual who stands out in his or her leadership, contributions, and unselfish record of volunteerism in the North Iowa area. Let's see why this year's winner is most deserving of this award.
What everyone hopes for is somebody like Carrie Tisdall. She's someone who's not afraid to roll up her sleeves. She's very active in all of our events and through the city and through the chamber, and clearly, as our city slogan goes, where people make the difference, she certainly makes the difference in our community, and we're fortunate to have her, and she's very deserving of the recognition.
She showed up in a triathlon meeting with the volunteers one day, and she was needing to get to the hospital because actually her water had broke, and we're like, what are you doing here? And I don't know if you'll want to put this on the screen or not, but I looked at her and I'm like, I mean, I'm a father. It's like, what are you doing here? And she's like, well, I wanted to make sure that everything was ready to go for this meeting and going forward. I need to go and get to the hospital. We're like, go, we'll take care of it. I mean, Trish could talk about this same story because she was sitting in there too, but that's the kind of commitment that this woman has toward her things that she does. And not to mention that she's committed to doing what she does, but she is a genuine, down-to-earth, compassionate, caring person who makes everyone who she's around smile.
Clearly, Carrie has made a difference in our community, and she's stepped forward and done it in a sustained way, and done it, I think, very inspirationally, and I think most importantly, done it in a very humble way.
Well, I know I'm a little biased, but she's a wonderful person, and you know, I would say even before I was blessed enough to convince her to marry me, we were really good friends, and it always stood out to me just how she's got a big heart. She cares about other people, and in regards to this award, she really has certain things she gets passionate about. And when I say passion, she really loves some things, and then works hard at making them enjoyable for other people.
At this time, please help me welcome Carrie Tisdella to accept the Larry Leaker of the Year Award.
I'm also kind of a crier, so I'm going to try not to cry, and I get to talk just because I'm happy to be giving the next award. Thank you so much for this. It really does mean a lot to me. When I moved here several years ago, I became involved with the chamber because I like people and I wanted to meet people and figure out how I could be involved, and it has transformed into lifelong relationships for me, both professionally and personally. And the people at the chamber and all of you that volunteer too, and have, many of you have played a big role in lots of these events, whether it's from a volunteering standpoint or sponsoring in Clear Lake. It truly means the world. And I think I'm kind of a lifer now, for Clear Lake. So I look forward to continuing down this path. And I know all of us in this room are so passionate about this place. And if we didn't have, people ask me event-wise, because I do direct another race in another town, how do you get so many volunteers? And I mean, we're fun. I don't know. It's really awesome working with a group of people that really have the same passion, that I do here for Clear Lake. Just one funny quick thing that when we drive by the chamber office, my kids will say, hey, Mommy, there's where you work. No, I don't, actually. I don't work there, but, well, they'll get it one of these days. But, so thank you very much. It means more than I can explain, as well as the kind words. This year I'm serving as chair-elect, and I also have the honor of presenting the next award, which is the Education Partner of the Year. This award recognizes an individual business or organization dedicated to positively impacting area students and teachers. Without question, the challenges our schools faced when the state shut down in March were definitely unprecedented. And there's something special about the way our community rallies to help some of the most difficult challenges. Our Education Partner of the Year did just that. Let's watch.
What CLTL did was totally amazing and unheard of. One of the things we did at school is we made sure that all of our kids, K-12, had a device. But then CLTEL asked us for any students or families that did not have internet access because they couldn't afford it or they didn't have it. And then we sent that list to them, and they made sure that all of our families in our district had internet access. They just are a constant promoter of this community, and anything that the community needs, whether it be families or businesses, they're there to help and volunteer, and just a huge partnership for this community.
This is a company that doesn't do these things for accolades. They do it because they raise their families in this community too. They value the education that their students got. They value the education that their families received. And they want to make sure that that experience is possible for every single student in this district. I can't think of a project inside of this entire district that CLTEL hasn't either been front and center on, helping to promote, donating to the cause, offering volunteers. Inside of this building, they are ever present. Anytime there's an issue or a problem that it's within their ability to handle, they're here. They prioritize us because they understand that all that infrastructure, all that ability to help us get our work done is what's going to be what's best for kids and help them learn as well.
At this time, I'd like to welcome CLTEL to accept your Education Partner of the Year award.
Congratulations, CLTEL, not for only how you support our schools, but for everything that you do for the community. Hi everyone, I'm Mark Dodd. I'm the CEO at One Vision, and I'm the Vice Chair of Legislative Affairs for the Chamber. Well, we've reached the culmination of our program, and I'm excited to be the person who gets to present our 2020 Business of the Year Award. We received many deserving nominations, and that made picking just one extremely difficult. The pandemic has impacted every business in this room, and as we reviewed the nominations and as I look back on the year, I am encouraged and inspired by how everyone has responded. The Business of the Year Award recognizes a chamber member business that continuously contributes to the betterment of the Clear Lake area. This year's winner is a long-standing Clear Lake business that has been serving our region for decades. They're known for their exceptional customer service and their community involvement. They also went out of their way this year to look for ways to help chamber members and individuals who needed that help. So let's hear more about today's winner.
Fairway has been a staple for Clear Lake for over 50 years. Last year they celebrated their 50th anniversary here in Clear Lake, and I think that when you think of Fairway, you think of that hometown, hospitable, you've got the baggers taking your groceries to your car. It's just kind of a level of service that you don't see at a lot of places anymore. Fairway has been a long-standing partner with the Chamber. They've been a reliable partner to the Chamber. They've been a great servant to Clear Lake, and having been in business for 50 years, I think is definitely commendable here in town. We can always count on Fairway to come alongside us when we have events to help us with whether it's food for Try Clear Lake athlete finishers or champagne for our Champagne 5K. They're always looking for ways to get involved, to help out, and to give back to the community.
Fairway is so excited this year to be Business of the Year. Wow, that's pretty impressive. But it's not a surprise to me. I'm Reynolds Kramer, President and CEO of Fairway Stores. The reason it's not a surprise is because we have two amazing people that are leading that team in Clear Lake. We've got Ryan and Tim, both great family people, community people, and do a great job with their crews. We have some outstanding employees that represent the community well, and once again, that comes from the leadership of Tim and Ryan. So Congratulations to them, congratulations to Fairway, and on behalf of Fairway, we thank you.
Tim and Ryan, in recognition of your generous support, your reliable partnership, and dedication to Clear Lake, we'd like to welcome you up to accept your award for Business of the Year for Fairway.
All right, congratulations to Fairway and all of our award winners again. I have one off-agenda item. So, what is a leader? Webster's dictionary describes a leader as someone who can see how things can be improved and who rallies people to move toward that vision. When the pandemic hit Clear Lake in full force last March, it was our leader, Stacy Dawn, who pulled many of us through. Instead of cowering under the threat of adversity, Stacy rose to the challenge, coming out of the gate full speed ahead to ensure our businesses would not only endure the pandemic but thrive. With the help of local businessman Austin Peel, Stacy began formulating a plan for the Buy in Clear Lake program, which you've already heard about, but a push for the gift card sales to propel an influx of cash flow for struggling businesses. From this endeavor, Stacy and her team were able to pump over $67,000 into the community quickly and efficiently. With the execution of numerous virtual meetings, Stacy was the glue that held the chamber team together, finding new and innovative ways to facilitate events and activities. It was her positive attitude, her passion for the community, and her dedication as a public servant that kept our boat afloat during such difficult times. We'd like to acknowledge her valiant efforts and applaud Stacy for being such a bright light in the darkness. For that, we'd like to present Stacy with the All In Award. Through this difficult year, she has truly been all in for Clear Lake, giving 110% for her community.
Unnecessary, but very much appreciated. I said it before, but I am truly grateful to be serving this community. I am looking forward to many better, brighter, happier, sunnier, event-filled, people-packed things in the future. So thank you for this recognition. I'm honored to serve you, and I'm looking forward to a great 2021.
Okay, with that, thank you all for coming today. And if you received an award or a plaque, please stick around for some photos afterwards. With that, the 2020 annual meeting and awards presentation is adjourned. Have a great afternoon.